What's up, everybody, and welcome into the Backliners podcast, Aggro and BaRRaCCuDDa. As per usual, no guests this week. You know, sometimes, Barry, when we have a week off, like we did last week, I like to come back to just you and me, you know, to reset. You know, it's like when you're away, you're looking forward to coming back to your own bed. You're looking forward to using your own bathroom, your own pillow, and pillows are going to come up later in our question of the week. But I've got
Can't wait to have a bad opinion about pillows.
No. My friend had the worst opinion about his own pillow.
Okay.
To the point where I was like, dude, this is it's so wild. And I was like, can I please bring it up on the podcast this week? Because he's a Smite player. And he was like, yeah, sure, I don't care. So you're going to be blown away by I hope. Okay, let me put it this way. I hope you're going to get blown away. Because if not, I'm going to be disgusted with you.
I mean, pillows like a pretty simple thing, you know? You just lay on them and you go to sleep.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm just distracted. I just want to skip, right to
I know. Who cares about Smite, dude? Let's talk about pillows the whole time. No. It is not it's not even so much like an opinion piece, though. We'll ask, like, what, you know, it's really a yes or no question, but we'll get there in a little bit. Let's talk
on the edge, sorry. All right.
Yeah. This is called a cliffhanger, Barra. You're in this industry now, you know? That's what it's about. You've got to give them a little taste, a little nibble of what you're going to be talking about later and get them excited, you know?
God, you're so good at this.
Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. So what happened while I was gone? I don't even remember. Let's pull up the schedule because
the weekend before last?
Yeah, looks like you guys played the Scarabs. The Scarabs won one of those games, I remember.
Yeah, and we played Dragons the same weekend, I think. And Scarabs was before Dragons, I want to say.
Yes, you played Scarabs on Thursday and Dragons on Sunday.
Yeah, I feel like our Scarab set, we just played a little sloppy. I feel like when we play teams that we don't, like, completely respect, we just get, like, kind of sloppy. Or just... It's like, it's a team that you know you should be beating, so... just your decision-making in-game, I think it's, like, team-wide is just, like, slightly worse for whatever reason. But hopefully, or thankfully... We played really good against the Dragons. I think Dragons are also kind of in a bit of a rut.
Yep.
I mean, nothing like crazy or anything, but I do think they're not playing at like peak performance, obviously.
Sure.
Their Scarab set was just us playing like kind of bad.
Yeah, I think the Dragons are, you know, we recorded a video this week, just like having all the casters. Or most of the casters, like, give our thoughts on each team going into playoffs. You'll be seeing that, I believe right on Waiting Room or something like that on that Thursday or Friday, but that'll be coming out later this week. And I was talking about the Dragons, and, you know, they've been saying all along that they aren't super worried about the regular season, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like every team says that to some degree. And I just kind of wanted to get to your perspective, I suppose, on like how easy is it to flip the switch? You know what I mean? Like to be like, all right, now we're taking it really seriously. Do you think that's like a feasible thing you can do as a player?
I think it depends on experience in the scene as well as depends on your team environment. I think if you have been struggling a bit and then you're just like, okay, guys, like, I know we've been struggling for weeks now. Now is the time where we want to win, right? Like, now we should be focusing. And I feel like that probably won't happen. But for their roster with, like, a bunch of experienced, seasoned players on it, they kind of just know mentally how to kind of turn on the switch a little bit more. I guess, like, turn the gas up a little bit more. To focus up and really like hammer down a few strategies coming into playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if those strategies aren't working in scrims, I think they'll just default back to what they have been playing. And I think that goes for every team.
Sure.
But I mean, you could say like for Valks, for example, like Valks can't be like, oh yeah, like now is the time we're going to try hard. Like, I know we're all on like 150 plus ping when we play, but now, boys, now this is the time where you really want to step. Like, I feel like in their instance, you really can't do that because, I mean, dude, if I was there in their spot, I don't think I would win a single game like the whole year. I would just be so frustrated with having to play on that kind of ping and all that stuff.
Sure. Yeah, definitely an unlucky situation for them. No doubt about that. All right, so I guess we can do a quick recap of this week in the SPL before we start talking about Phase 2 playoffs and what the deal is there. The Kings and the Dragons. Kings won that set 2-1. Again, kind of Dragons came out and like completely stomped them game 1 and then didn't really find any sort of like positive plays the next 2 games. Not like they got completely blown out, but I feel like the Kings were pretty handily in control of both of the next 2 games.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. I think we've seen that a lot more this year where it's like a team gets like absolutely demolished game 1. Like the Kings got, did they even get a kill?
To everyone, bro.
Like the Kings got 3 kills. It was 13-3.
Yeah.
And it was not even close. And then after that, and then game 3 was kind of the opposite. The Kings got, the Dragons only got 3 kills and the Kings had 12. Game 2 was the close one in there. Any thoughts overall on that set?
Not really, honestly.
Sure.
Honestly, I don't even remember that set. Dude, honestly, right now, my brain is just, like, completely overflowing with just Smite that I can't even remember, like, specific sets anymore.
You're ascending. You're ascending to playoff mode.
I think it's because we had to play every team twice.
Yeah.
And when the games are between Thursday and Sunday, the weekend just becomes a blur. Scrims become a blur.
Yeah.
Like everything just starts melting together.
Now, BaRRA, I want you to think of this from the other perspective of think back to like season 5 when we were doing SPL. That was before. Was season 5? Season 5 was the last year of NA-EU split, and so you had 2 NA SPL days and 2 EU SPL days, and then imagine casting Smite Console League on Mondays, and then Smite Global Series on Tuesdays, I believe it was, where you got to cast. If you were lucky, you'd get the Latin American region because they were the best games, but sometimes you'd have to cast like the SEA or Oceania. Full offense to all Australian Smite fans. Row in particular. And then on Wednesday, you got to cast SML. So I get it. Dude, thinking back on those days, first of all, who was watching? No shot. People were watching 7 days a week of Smite. No shot.
I mean, I think it was like if you were in that region or if you played on that specific console, you would watch them because most likely those are the people you're playing with.
Right.
But I think you're 100% right. There's no way one person is ingesting that much Smite content and still has like a working brain.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. I swear that I have got. There's a real shot that I have watched more Smite than anyone else alive. There's a real chance. Because I was in there. We were casting 7 days a week. It was miserable. I never want to do that ever again. That's for sure.
Yeah, I could tell that a lot of the casters were getting burnt out with just having to come up with new stuff to talk about.
Yep.
Like, it's different when you're casting, like, 3 days of SPL versus, like, that. Like, no offense to the console scene, but it was not really, like, on a high level back then.
Oh, it sure wasn't.
Especially in the early days of console, those...
Well, in the early days, that's when I was playing, and I left, and then nothing good was happening after that. You know what I mean? Like, right after that.
When Aggro was in the scene, everyone played perfectly, and there were some really high-tier quality games.
Right, that's right. That's correct.
But I mean, after you left, there was just nothing good happening. Yeah.
Total power vacuum.
Why even watch it?
Right. Yeah. It was all the sex appeal was gone for sure.
Everything.
Yeah, it just had nothing going for it. No doubt about that. It's so funny. If you go back and listen to like my season 4 and listen to my voice is so much higher. And I swear that casting 7 days a week in season 5 damaged my vocal cords permanently and left me with a deeper voice, which is what I wanted in the first place anyway. So I'm not like upset about it.
Yeah.
But my voice is so different now compared to how it used to be.
You hit puberty twice?
In a way, yes. When I was in college, this is a true story. When I was in college, my on-camera teacher told me that my voice was still a little bit too high and that it wasn't going to change from here. And so that I should start smoking cigars and drinking whiskey in order to like roughen my vocal cords up a little bit and lower my voice.
What?
It's true. That'll do it. If you do those things, that it will happen. I'm not advocating for that, for the record.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should. I personally did not. I just casted 7 days a week of Smite, and it did it naturally. You know what I mean?
Wait. So if I drink whiskey and smoke cigars, my voice will get deeper?
It will change, and most likely it will become a little bit deeper, yeah.
What does whiskey do to it?
It burns on the way down, my guy.
But doesn't, like, all alcohol burn on the way down?
Yeah, but, whiskey's a gentleman's drink.
Oh, okay. So you have to be like... What was that guy on that one commercial? Who knows? Most interesting man in the world. Dos Equis. Yeah, that's it. You have to be that guy. Okay. To have a deep voice.
Wait, he's the only one with a deep voice? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, that's like...
He does have a deep voice.
I picture that's what your professor was talking about when he, like, wants you to become someone. He's picturing that guy.
Sure.
And then telling you to drink whiskey and smoke cigars.
Well, it was
just make you a cooler individual, most likely. It's not really about the voice. It's just
right. You're
right,
and you know what? She would have been right in that. Drink. I wish I liked whiskey. That's a thing I wish I liked. Wouldn't it be cool if you could be like, yeah, I know a lot about whiskey and I enjoy drinking it. Okay. I don't.
So I did like whiskey.
I
liked whiskey a lot, and then the bachelor party happened, and I don't want to drink whiskey forever.
Oh,
actually, forever. That anytime, like, even now when I'm thinking about alcohol or drinking alcohol, I'm just completely turned off. I just don't want anything. Awful, man. There is nothing like being like whiskey drunk and just wanting to die. Like you just lay your head on the table and you're like, this is awful. Maybe this podcast is going to be a therapy for you, I guess.
What do you... this one, BaRRA. This is the only one that's ever been a therapy for you.
This one and all the ones last year.
Yep.
Were all therapy sessions for me.
That is really true. And you know what? I'm happy that we could provide that service for you. That's, go to therapy, kids. It's important. I'm serious, by the way. Everyone should go to therapy. It's super OP. All right, what were we talking about now? Okay, the Titans beat the Warriors. BaRRa's leaving.
I'm turning on my fan real quick.
Getting a little toasty in his room, so he's turning on his fan. All right, no, we'll talk about that whenever we do playoffs. Only one game left outstanding this week, and that is the Warriors versus the Kings. Kings get first seed if they win it. You guys get first seed if they lose it. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so what you got a prediction for me up against the Warriors? What's going to happen?
I don't know the genetic situation.
Sure.
I don't know if he'll be able to play or if, like, I just don't know his situation. I don't really know what's like going on exactly.
Right.
I haven't really asked anyone, so
sure.
I don't know. If they're playing with genetics, I expect them to win, obviously, because genetics insane. If they have to use like a sub or something, I expect the Warriors to win. It's
how
kind of
important?
Simple as that for me.
Sure. How important do you think it is? Like, how big of a deal would it be for you guys to get first seed?
For me, not at all. I view playoffs as you need to be the best team there regardless. I mean, it'd be cool to like play a weaker opponent, like matchup wise or whatever, make it into finals.
Sure.
But for me, losing at any point is just losing. Like, if I lose at quarterfinals, feels the same as losing at semis, feels the same as losing at finals. I mean, obviously losing at finals, like, it's like a 1% difference, like,
sure.
the whole way down, but at the end of the day, everyone in playoffs just wants to win. We're not here to like, oh, I made the semis, woohoo!
Yeah, that's good enough for me. I think I'm
Yeah.
going to take this one off.
And especially with how good all the top teams are right now, like, there's no one in particular. I'm like, yes, I'm so happy I get to play them. Like, everyone is just so sick.
Right.
So yeah, there's really no one that I would like lean towards or like have a preference for, honestly.
Sure, fair enough. That brings us to our final set of the week, which was the Jade Dragons versus the Tartar's Titans, a set that had no bearing on the standings whatsoever, and thus was a troll game. The bane of my existence as a caster. I normally hate them. These were fine, and it's because they follow the golden rule, BaRRa. And I want you to ingrain this in your memory, and I am serious.
Okay.
If you're in this situation where a game means nothing, I am totally fine with you guys troll picking and trolling and having fun, okay? But you must follow 2 very important rules.
Okay.
No game can go more than 25 minutes.
Respectable.
And if you lose game 1, you have to lose game 2.
Also understandable.
Those are the rules, okay? And if you guys are winning and then decide to F6 and Coop comes knocking on your door for a fine, I will advocate for you that you did it for me. Okay?
Oh. How much weight does that have in Coop's mind?
You're going to have to ask Coop. I will say go Bolts if I have to, just for the record. So, I'll talk about how the Lightning have won back-to-back Stanley Cups. Like, it'll be great.
Honestly, this still sounds like I'm getting fined.
Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing that you won't.
Okay.
But I will advocate for it.
Wait, what about if you pay half of my fine?
How much is the fine?
We don't know yet. Well, I'll let you know.
I'll pay it in gems. How about that? However much. I'll pay the whole fine in gems.
No monetary value to you. I know how that works.
What do you mean? So what? I get to message Overin and she sends me gems and then I'll just tell her to send them to Coop. Everyone wins.
We're splitting the bill.
We'll talk about it later. All right, so let's go over. You didn't see this game, and I thought it might be a little fun to tell you the comps and have you decide where all these picks went.
Okay.
I'm going to go by order they were picked in.
Okay.
And we're going to go one team at a time. So game 1, here are the 5 Jade Dragon selections in order.
Okay, wait, can I write these down?
Yeah, if you'd like.
Okay. Ready?
All right. They top picked Giannis. Then they picked Vamana. Then Set. And then their final 2 picks were Sylvanas and Ganesh. Now I want you to tell me where or who played those gods.
Okay. I want to say... Okay, I know Fine loves Sylvanas solo. I feel like I've watched like YouTube videos of him playing Sylvanas solo.
This is like a mental puzzle, Like this is it's like a crossword puzzle almost.
So I want to say... God, the Janus is really confusing me right now.
Yep. That one.
Okay, so I have to guess the team, right?
What?
I have to guess the team first?
No, I told you it's the Dragons.
Oh, it's the Dragon. Okay.
Yes.
I couldn't remember if you said that or if I was just already thinking it was the Dragons.
No, I was the Dragons.
So I will say Janus support, Vamana ADC, Set mid, Sylvanas jungle, Ganesh solo.
Okay, you were closer than I thought you would be. It is Ganesh.
Any of them right?
You got two right.
Wow, that's
wow. You got Set mid.
Okay.
And Ganesh solo.
Okay.
It was Giannis ADC.
Oh.
Vamana jungle, Sylvanas support.
Sylvanas support?
I know, Mike was tryharding, bro. He went first item Lotus Crown with Sentinels.
That's
I know.
That's stupid.
Fine did get a solo kill on Ganesh, which is big. Panda Cat, could you how about this? We'll go over under
Okay.
Wait, no, I think that's too obvious then. Guess Panda Cat's KD. I just wanted to see how close you get. How many? I won't ask for assists. Only kills and deaths.
Wait, like the ratio or like the number?
No, just the number of kills, number of deaths.
I would go like 3 and 9.
Whoa, you were close. 3 and 12 for Panda Cat.
Dude, I was gonna shoot higher than I was like, no way, he died that much.
Oh, he died that much. Yeah, he died that much for sure. All right, here are the picks for the Tartarus Titans. Again, in order that they picked them.
Okay.
They top 2'd Kronos and Kali. Then they picked Afro.
Okay, this is cringe.
I know. Their bottom 2 were Pele and Chalk. Where do you think everyone went?
Wait, so Layers was playing?
Layers was playing.
Okay. That's the thing, I don't know much about Layers. I want to say, like... Poly Afro duo lane, because that sounds AIDS. Call AC Afro support.
Okay.
But maybe... Wait, no. Kali... Okay, I want to guess, like, meta. Okay, I'm going to say Kronos ADC, Pele support, Afro mid, Kali jungle, Chalk solo. I'm just going to guess meta this time.
No. It was Afro mid. You got that one right. But it was Kali ADC, Pele support. You also got that one right. Solo Kronos and jungle Chalk.
Ew.
Someone went 10-0 and 12 this game on the Titans. Can you guess who it was?
I'm gonna guess Paul.
It was Aurora on Pele support. My man's got in there. He got in there, and I loved it. All right, game 2.
Okay.
The Titans were first pick, so you're going to guess for them first.
Okay.
They top picked Arachne. Then they picked Hades and Apollo. Their bottom 2 were Olorun and Amaterasu. Where did everyone go?
Okay, this is really just making me want to guess, like, more meta-y again. I'm just gonna say Olorun Ama duo lane with dude. This one's hard. This one's actually really hard. Because that Hades can go in like 4 roles.
It's true. Hades is a multi-role superstar.
Okay, I'll just guess off the wall. I'll say Arachne solo. Hades jungle. Even though it's probably Apollo jungle. Well, let's guess Apollo mid, then Olorun, Alma duo lane.
You almost had it, Barry. You were close. It was Olorun mid, Arachne solo, you got right. Jungle Apollo.
Oh.
Ama ADC.
Like half meta stuff, bro.
Ama ADC, Hades support.
Oh.
Yeah. Someone went 14 and 3 this game for the Titans. Who do you think it was?
Not Benji.
Oh, okay.
Wait, was it Benji?
No, he went 1 and 7.
I'm just saying, dude, Arachne solo probably not great. Whoever was playing the Hades.
That would be Aurora again, but no, it was Layers on Apollo Jungle, 14 and 3.
Unlucky.
Okay, here are the Jade Dragons picks.
Okay.
They top 2'd Yamoja Anubis. Then they picked Izanami. And they bottom 2'd Ratatoskr Osiris.
I'm gonna say Yamoja solo. Izanami jungle. Ratosiris duo lane and Anubis mid.
Very close, but not quite. It's Izanami mid and Anubis jungle.
Oh.
Osiris ADC, Rat support, Yamoja solo. You're so close.
So close,
So
dude.
close.
Oh.
Mike invaded layers at level 1 with Invader's Curse and horrificed him on his speed, and they were both just like moving at 1 mile an hour. It was so funny. Someone on the Jade Dragons went 2-10 this game. Do you have a guess as to who that is?
Sam?
No, that would be Panda Cat again. That brings his grand total in the set to 5-22.
Oh no, the KDA.
Yeah, that was tough. Oh yeah, someone in chat pointed out in game 1. Let me see. Yeah, guess. Mike set the new record for wards placed in a game.
Okay.
Can you guess how many wards he placed in game 1?
I guess it's over 100 based off of that in chat.
Okay.
I did see that. Oh, I did see that. So
look at chat, cheater.
I saw it before the question.
Cheater.
172.
He placed 111.
Okay.
111 wards. Unbelievable that BaRRaCCuDDa
Did he
cheated,
do that
right,
on
chat?
purpose?
Nope. He wanted to make sure they had vision, BaRRa. Just really wanted to make sure they had the whole jungle.
I mean like one.
His team was like, we need wards. Everyone just kept spamming, we need wards. So he listened to direction there.
Honestly, I should get Jake on that train.
Yep, there you go. Now tell Jake 112 is the new mark to beat.
I mean, we could do that actually. You just have to like buy the.
You buy the chalice and just spam it.
Yep.
And that's exactly that's exactly what he did. All right, so with that troll game in the books, that brings us to Phase 2 playoffs. So the way Phase 2 playoffs are working, same as Phase 1 playoffs, top 2 teams get a bye, and I believe that is guaranteed to be you guys and the Kings, just a matter of which order. All of the quarterfinals matchups are set. It will be the Jade Dragons up against the Tartar Titans in a game that will, I'm hoping, play out very similarly to what we just saw today. I'm trolling. And then on the other side, it's Leviathans and Warriors. I guess, and the reward for being first seed is that you get to choose which quarterfinal you play the winner of. Now you don't get to wait and see who wins. You have to pick beforehand. But with that in mind, I don't want to. I'm not going to ask you to say who you guys would choose if you're in the first seed position, because I don't know how much of an advantage that would really be, but I guess I won't make you do it either way. Let's talk about the quarterfinal matchups at the very least, and I guess we can start with Leviathans and Warriors. Obviously, the Leviathans are going to be favored.
Yep.
What would have to go right for the Warriors, or what would have to go wrong for the Leviathans for the Warriors to win that set?
I think Leviathans, I would be just absolutely shocked if they did not win every game.
Yeah.
I think Leviathans are looking absolutely insane right now. Playing against them, they're insanely good. Like, I kind of feel like Warriors don't really stand much of a chance. I feel like they would definitely stand more of a chance if they were on land ping or on low ping. I mean, I hate to keep bringing this up, but I mean, if your whole mid 3v3 is on high ping, bro, like, I don't know, man. That is just such an impossible situation.
Yeah.
I'm somehow shocked that Kings look as good as they do with 2/3 of their mid trio on high ping. I think Leviathan's just going to blow them out, unfortunately. I think Mika and Vote are going to have to pull so much weight, and I don't know if their roles can pull that much weight right now.
Sure.
Because I feel like everyone obviously has their eyes on Nika. And I feel like if you just come in with half a game plan of playing towards solo and shutting down solo, Warriors' game plan is done. Like,
yeah.
I also don't even know if that is their game plan or if Nika has just been able to like shine through like the dirt pile he's been given, basically. Unfortunately, I mean it is what it is. Like if you're playing on high ping, bro, like you're not gonna. It affects your confidence. It affects your playmaking. Like obviously we can be like, okay, let's show up and play our best, and like hopefully we'll win. But it limits your god selection. Like it's just so limiting.
What if you had to give a percentage chance that the Warriors beat the Leviathans in the set? What would you give it?
0.
0. You think it's impossible?
Yep.
Wow.
In a best of 5, I don't think they can win.
All right, I'm giving them 5% that they win. It's low.
I'll give them 5% that they can win 1 game.
Okay. What about to win 2 games? We're talking 1%?
0%.
It's not happening.
I will be shocked
if
they win more than 1.
Take it to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be cashed. They can't win.
Trust me, it is nothing against those players. I think everyone on Warriors are disgustingly good. Like, if it was a LAN league, they would be top. Like, near top, 100%. But with it being an online league, obviously, out of high-res control, COVID sucks.
Yep.
It's just, it is what it is, man.
Ooh. BaRRa, what? Maybe we should give you a little, maybe put a little stakes on the line for if they win. I won't even make it so they win.
Get money from me?
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not saying money.
Fine?
No,
Okay.
not money. Like, you gotta do something embarrassing for the next podcast. If they win, I won't even say if they win 2 games. I'll give you if they win the set, because I also agree that they are very unlikely to do so. What should we have them do, chat? Any ideas? I mean, I'm not gonna make you shave your head or anything like that. That's too much.
I mean, can I eat something spicy?
Oh yeah, maybe eat some. Is that good podcast content though? Like for the.
What? Do you want me to lick the microphone?
I personally don't, but I'm not willing to say that no one wants you to. You know what I mean?
It's got to be something like auditory then.
Oh yeah, Sticky Fingers had a good idea. You have to do a very in-depth Manscaped ad.
Okay, Zap's gonna throw the set for that then.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
No, that's what it is. I like it. Good idea, Sticky Fingers. That's it, Barry. You're gonna have to do a in-depth Manscaped ad for us if the Warriors win. All right, he said he's in, so we got that one locked in. Before we talk about the next set, that feels like a good place to plug our most recent sponsor. BaRRa, if you want to maybe look up, if you want to go, normally if you wanted to go and try and keep it on the down low that you're looking up good ways to advertise Manscaped. You don't want Destiny to find your search history, or anyone to look at what you're doing. You know what you could do, BaRRa?
No, I don't actually.
You could get a VPN.
Oh, what's that?
It's something. I didn't pull up that part of the ad, man. I'll scroll for it. I'll just do it.
Like
let's see.
Private network.
Yeah, it's a virtual private network. That's right, and it's an important tool that helps you safely browse the internet. You can use it on your computers, tablets, phones, even things like your Fire Stick when you're streaming media. No, we got to give a big shout out to Ipvanish. That is our most recent podcast sponsor. They are the best VPN that you should be going for 100%. You can go to ipvanish.com/back and claim your 65% savings. 65. You didn't hear that wrong. 65%.
That's kind of fat.
That's fat right there. Annual plan is just $44.99 for the first year with our exclusive discount. This is absolutely the time to sign up. With our discount and their current promotion, you can get it for 65% off their usual offering. And Ipvanish is the best of the best, even rated 4.7 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot. And that's more than 6,000 reviews. So again, big shout outs to Ipvanish. ipvanish.com/back for 65% off your first year. All right, let's talk about the second quarterfinal then. That would be the Dragons and the Titans. Obviously, what we saw today, not indicative whatsoever of how that set is going to go. This one's interesting, man. I mean, you think back to Phase 1 playoffs, where the Titans played pretty well. They pushed the Dragons to 5 games, if I remember correctly. I think that was in the semifinal. These guys have a ton of LAN experience and get up for those moments. And they're in the honeymoon phase of just having picked up a new jungler. So that's a lot of good stuff going for the Titans.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think they have looked very good since they have picked up players. If you're a Titans fan, I think it's finally going to pay off, honestly. I think this is also kind of a make or break it moment for Dragons. Because I think if they lose this, I think their mentals will be kind of tarnished. Because, I mean, they went from, dominating. And I think they've been kind of shaky lately. And I think if they have a very clean set against Titans, they can leave, feeling good about it.
Yeah.
But I think if Titans, take them to all 5 games, or if Titans win, I think that's very bad for Dragons. I mean, mentally,
Sure.
I think going into phase 3, that will affect them.
What do you? Let's do the percentage here for this set. Who wins? And what's your percentage confidence in that?
Honestly, bro, I'm kind of 50-50.
Really?
Set.
You're going 50-50. Yeah. I think it's close.
Like, I think it's extremely close. I think Layers joining has kind of reinvigorated that team.
Agreed.
I don't know exactly what the Sino Layers situation is, but I think they have looked very strong with Layers. I think he works well with Paul. I think he works well with Aurora. I think their front line got better. I think it also gives their back line more confidence now. We've seen Paul also be getting in there a lot more than he was before. Like, my man's no longer afraid to die or a KDA player. So I think that it makes a lot of room for Spinner to play more selfishly, which I think is very good for their backline. And Dragons, in my opinion, just kind of need to do the old little reboot thing. Go back to the basics for a bit and just kind of work from the ground up, or maybe find like 2 or 3 strategies that they want to use against Titans, but obviously not show too much.
Sure.
But it just depends on where they are mentally, if they want to show everything in that set, or if they want to try to hold on to things for semis, for finals. Yeah, I mean, Dragons are definitely a good enough team where they can go all the way easily to finals, but I think that this quarterfinal will show a lot for their tournament.
So about that percentage that I asked you about 5 minutes ago, what do you got there?
Oh, like not the 50-50 that I gave you?
Oh, are you saying straight up 50-50?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, you're going pure coin flip.
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, I think Titans are on like a major like flight upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dragons are like kind of shaky,
Bumpy.
going through some turbulence,
Yep.
And I think if Titans have a really good game 1, I think they just explode.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to land on this set, because I agree that I think it's going to be close. I do think that the Titans roster, long term, my concern is that Layers on every team he's ever been on has been the win condition. He's been the carry. Mm-hmm. Going back to the console days, SEC, SPL, he's always been the win condition. And I think that having him try to be the win condition would be an active detriment to what this team wants to do. Paul Cyclone is maybe the scariest backline since like season 2 Yam and ML. Like, they are unreal and so talented. And all Layers has to do is pretend he's Captain Twig and make as much space as possible. And I don't know that he's going to be willing to do that, because you put yourself in Layers' shoes, right? With the situation that, he's just off this team. Everyone's going to be looking at him with a spotlight, especially because he's a rookie on a team full of world champions, all that kind of stuff. And I think the natural thing would be, I'm going to go out there and play my game the way I'm used to playing it, and his game is to carry games. And I think that that's not what that team needs. So long term, I think that he is going to have to make a playstyle adjustment. And by long term, I mean in phase 3 and in preparation for Worlds. But I think the honeymoon phase is really powerful in Smite. It is really strong. And so I think if this were a few weeks from now, I think I would say 70-30 Dragons.
Yep, agreed.
I'm gonna go 60-40. I'm gonna give them an extra 10%, but I still think I favor the Dragons. And my reasoning is that the Jade Dragons, and this includes the last 2 World Championships, and this is not to take any credit away from SK or PK, but the Jade Dragons, when playing at their best, haven't lost in that roster. I think that team has yet to show me that they can play well and lose. And until someone beats them when they're playing well, I think I have to assume that they are going to play well into playoff events, because they have historically. This could be this is the first LAN where I feel like, or first event where I feel less confident in that assessment. But I think I'm going to let the evidence, let my brain go before my gut on this one. and I'm gonna still predict the Dragons, but I don't know. I'm not as confident as I normally would be in that team.
I mean, 60-40 just to me sounds like it's going all 5 games and it's going to be 3-2 Dragons.
Yes, yeah. Like either 4 games with a comeback from the Dragons in one of them, or all 5 with the Dragons winning. And that's my general prediction for that. I don't think there's a whole lot of value in doing like semifinals predictions and that kind of stuff, but I guess I also don't know how much value there is in asking you to predict a winner, because obviously you should think that you guys are gonna end up winning. So let's go with the old classic. Assume you guys are making it to the finals, and forget about seeding and all that kind of stuff. Like what's going to be picking up. Like, who do you think is most likely to meet you guys in the finals?
I would say Kings. I think they are kind of I mean, for me, it's Kings or Leviathans, honestly. I think Leviathans have been kind of just popping off lately.
Yep.
And then Kings obviously have been strong like all year.
Sure.
Like insanely strong all year. And I think ever since Leviathans picked up Zap, I think they're kind of going through a similar honeymoon phase.
Yep.
But also that team is kind of scary with the honeymoon phase, because I feel like they're one of the few teams that can carry that.
Yep.
A long ways.
They look like they're having a ton of fun out there, man. They look like they're having mandatory fun time levels of enjoyment.
Which is very scary. And playing against them on land, like, they're so good. Like, I have so much respect for them.
Yeah.
I think it's Kings, Leviathans. I would be shocked if there was a different team in finals.
Yeah. I think those are 2 pretty good selections. I think the Dragons could be in there as well, but I'm buying on Leviathan stock. I don't know.
Yep.
Just
same, honestly.
Like that team, when you've watched as much Smite as I have, going back to our earlier conversation, like there are certain teams that you just like. There's a different air about. Season 4 United is one of those that, like, once they picked up Ven, they just looked like they were playing a different game. Leviathans could get to that point. I don't think they're there, but they're on their way. That team is certainly very good. All right. It's time for some pillow talk, Barry. Barry, where are you going? Oh, he's grabbing a pillow. He's grabbing a pillow. All right, wait, hold on. I'll grab mine too. All right. Oh, there was something attached to mine. Oh, okay. Joe put a little thing on it. All right.
Okay.
So, I don't know how this came up. I was at a wedding with an old Xbox team old Xbox teammate of mine, but we were friends in high school and that kind of stuff. But an old friend and a whole bunch of my friends got together, and it was great to see all of them and that kind of stuff. And we got to talking somehow about our one friend's pillow. For the purpose of the story, not to, we're gonna call him Todd. Okay, we're talking about Todd's pillow. And Todd is a man who does not like to replace things. He doesn't buy new stuff like ever. You know those types of people?
I respect that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Tell me if you respect this.
Okay.
He's 29 years old, just the same as me. And he has had the same pillow since he was in high school. So well over a decade ago.
Yeah, there's no way that thing is supporting anything.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
That is so gross. And he goes, I'm always using a pillowcase. I'm washing the pillowcase. And I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. That's gross. Like, it's not normal for you to have a pillow for that long.
I don't even view it as gross so much as I just view it as it's not going to support you.
No, but he loves this pillow, man. Like, he's like, this is the most comfortable pillow. He was really upset that he didn't bring it.
Well, honestly, okay. I'm going to kind of have his back here.
Barry.
If it's still a comfortable pillow and he's washing the case and washing, like, every bit that you can wash on a pillow.
You can't wash the pillow itself.
Well, maybe he is spraying it with some nice little, some nice sprays.
Maybe he is. He's a clean guy. I'm not trying to say he's a disgusting person. I'm saying that holding on to this pillow for this long is gross. Because look, even when you put the pillowcase on it, pillows like get discolored because your oils in your face, your drool, your dead skin, it seeps through the pillowcase and into the pillow.
Yeah, I would need to lay on the pillow myself.
I don't want to.
I get both sides of the argument.
This pillow, he did show me a picture. It looked.
He has a picture of it. Okay.
Well, he took a picture when he got home. When he got home, he took a picture for me because we were talking about it. Yeah, he's not that weird.
Just got it ready.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too hot, man.
Well, I'm holding mine because of course Maxonomic comes with a pillow on the chair, as we all know.
Two pillows.
That's right.
One's lumbar support.
Lumbar support, gang. Show the pic. I'll ask him if I can post it.
Okay.
Because that's a good point, Ugly and Proud.
Okay,
this pillow, you know the type of pillow that like he can like it can bend in any certain way, like there's nothing to it anymore. It's just cloth. Like there's no support at all.
Yeah, then no, you should get rid of it.
But that's how he likes it.
Okay, then that's just a bad opinion.
Well, yeah, that's where I was going to go with it as well, is that those types of pillows are not nice.
Yeah, those aren't even pillows anymore. It's just like, you could be laying on anything at that point. Like, a shirt would give you more support than that pillow.
Yeah.
Like,
a bunched up shirt, it looks like it would. I haven't laid on it, but it looks like it would give you about as much support.
Yeah, I'm completely on your ship now.
Thank you.
That man needs a new pillow.
He needs a new pillow. And you know what? I told his wife, because she was asleep when we were talking about this, and we talked to her the next morning. I was like, Sam, did you know that Todd has had the same pillow since you guys were in high school? And since he was in high school? And she goes, yeah, but he washes the pillowcase. And I was like, I can't help it. Like, they're perfect for one another. Like, what am I supposed to do?
How does he sleep?
I don't know how to answer that question. With it?
Well, no, like on his back or on his side? Or
I think he like puts it on its side kind of and like hugs it a little bit. And you know what I mean? Like one of these techniques. This is really good podcast content. Where like I think it's kind of like this, like where it's kind of in the crook of his shoulder. Yeah, he cuddles it. Yeah, he's cuddling with it.
Yeah, so he's got special feelings for this. Okay, yeah, he can keep the pillow if he's like doing that with it. If he's getting like real intimate with this pillow, he can keep it for as long as he wants.
Yes, I suppose. Because
no one else wants that pillow, and
well, no, obviously he should throw this pillow away. It should be in the garbage.
I just view it as like his little teddy bear, Like some people have like an item or two that they will forever like be attached to.
Did you know this about me, BaRRa? I still have a stuffed animal that sometimes in the morning when Joe gets up, she gives me my stuffed animal to cuddle with because I do like to cuddle things while I'm sleeping.
That is adorable.
I have. I can't put my pillow back on my chair. Okay, there we go.
I thought you were gonna bring the bear.
No, it's a stuffed tiger named Hobbs that I got when I was very young, and I still have him, and I love that little guy.
Aww.
And yes, I do wash him, though I think he can't be washed anymore. I think he's been washed too many times, and I'm pretty sure one more is going to be fatal to young Hobbs.
So you're going to throw away Hobbs?
No, I'm going to keep him, and I'm just not going to cuddle him anymore. He's going to have to go away. Maybe whenever we have kids, I'll give them Hobbs, And they could just be disgusting.
That sounds like an awful gift.
They're gonna love it. What do you mean? Hobbs is the man. They're gonna love him.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, cool, Dad. Thanks."
Oh, they're gonna love it. What? I'm gonna give it to them when they're 18, BaRRa? No, I'm gonna give it to them when they're like 3, and they're gonna love it. What do you mean?
Dude, if that thing's looking disgusting, there's no kid that wants to play with that.
No, he's not looking disgusting. He's looking. Oh. He's looking a little old. Thing. Yeah, I love him. What do you mean? Of course.
That's fine. But you should think
BaRRa, what's your preferred type of pillow? While we're on that's usually how we go with these. You said you didn't like the ones that are like thin and malleable.
Oh yeah. Those are bad. I like pillows with a bit of support. Kind of a mix between like hard and soft.
Yep.
To where it can support my neck.
Yep.
But if I lay my whole head weight on it, it doesn't like sink in and make me like go crooked.
Okay.
I have switched over to side sleeping like the last 2 years or 3
Oh
years.
man, I've been a side sleeping main for
Dude,
like my whole life.
I was a stomach sleeper, man.
How? Actually, I think I used to
I don't
stomach
know.
sleep when I was little. Well, not little, like in like middle school and this stuff. I think I
Yeah.
remember side sleeping or stomach sleeping like middle school.
I think
If I
all
do it
throughout-
now, my shoulder falls asleep. You know, like because you're going with the hands. Here's the thing that I do when I sleep. I put
Okay.
my hands underneath my pillow and rest my head on my hands with the pillow in between. Like that's my tech. I don't
Wait,
know.
you do- Wait, say that again?
Okay. I'll get the
Okay.
pillow to demonstrate again. Very good.
Okay, thank
very
you.
good
Thank you.
podcast content.
I
Okay.
just-
I'm laying on my side, on my left side
Okay.
for the record, and I put
You
my
don't switch
hands.
sides?
No, because then I'd be breathing hot morning breath straight into Joe's face because she sleeps on her side as well a lot of the time, and I don't want to point in towards her.
You're so nice.
I know, thank you. So I go on my left side and I kind of
Okay.
place my hands underneath my pillow, right underneath where my chin is. But it's like
Wait, no shot. You hold your hands there
at least one.
like this?
Yeah, a lot of times like I'm
No
praying.
way.
A lot of times like
Yeah.
I'm praying, or sometimes just one-handed. It would be my left hand. Yeah.
Oh, one-handed makes more sense than two-handed.
Try it out, man.
I won't. That-
Okay.
This seems awful.
Yeah. No, it's
feel
not.
like-
It's nice.
It just like squeezes your pecs and just like makes you
Yeah,
feel
I'm
uncomfortable.
getting swole in my sleep. It's clearly working, by the way. Can't you guys tell? Why is no one complimented me on it? I'm telling you,
It's so good.
it's the tech. All right. I'm just trying to
Okay.
make your life better, Barra. And if you don't want to be told, then
No, it's
you know,
fine.
that's on you. That's fine. I personally, my pillow definitely
Mm-hmm.
has to have a little bit of give. But I really like to sleep on the corner, as I was just kind of demonstrating.
Mm.
And I kind of like the falling away, like sloping away feel of sleeping on the corner of a pillow.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah. Dude, you know they have these pillows now? Can we get a pillow sponsor at Prediction, guys? Like, that's really what we need because we're talking so much about them.
True.
We can have a sponsor for anything, man. I'm telling you. That's just how it goes. There's pillows now with the technology for... like they keep cool, you know, like they.
Oh, that's a lie. I bought bed sheets
Uh-huh.
that said they keep cool, and me and
No.
Destiny are just sweating.
No, those don't work. I'm telling you though, the other one, like my pillow now. Here was my old tech as well. I would wake up in the middle of the
Okay.
night and flip my pillow over all the time because I loved the cool side of the pillow. Shout out Stuart Scott. But now I can't do that anymore because mine. It's like what's that shape that Joe is a first grade teacher and she teaches shapes and she'll be mad at me that I don't remember what it's called. It's like it's flat on the bottom and then it's like a semicircle on top. You know what I mean? It's like a. Okay,
didn't know
picture
that.
a whole circle cut in
No,
half.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, like a half moon. Thank you, Blaze Stomper. It's like a half moon, and you can't flip that over, right? Because then it's gonna be like all messed up. It's not gonna work. And so it needs to be like, okay, everyone's saying semicircle. Yeah, sure, semicircle, fine.
Is that really what it is?
I guess so.
A semicircle.
Sure.
Wow, that was the easiest thing possible, and we couldn't think.
Neither of us could
Go
do it.
ahead.
So
Yeah.
you can't flip it over. So this one, because I can't flip it over, needs to stay cool throughout the night. And I'm telling you, it kind of works.
It's a long explanation and just say my pillow works.
Thanks for watching the Backliners podcast, man. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do, chat. What? Good lord. I'm out here trying my best to improve John Salter's life, and
2-minute explanation of just saying.
I'm
my
a
pillow
chair
works.
too, John. I stretch for time. That's what I do, and I did it 7 days a week. It damaged my voice, and now I can only talk like this. I'm kidding. I'm in a
I
mood.
kind of like that voice.
Oh, okay. What are they selling? They're selling chocolates. Anyways,
Destiny would be dying right now if she was here. Sorry.
and that's why I appreciate Destiny so much.
I am so hot. Sorry.
Okay, well then we gotta end the show
just
so
sweating,
that BaRRa
bro.
can stop sweating.
I need your pillow.
Yeah, you need my pillow for sure. Come on over. We can get that pillow talk going for real. Am I right? There it is. Thanks for listening to the Backliners podcast. Make sure you're giving us a good rating. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that kind of stuff. Check out our sponsors. Manscaped.com/back. You get 20% off and free shipping there. Or you can head on over to Ipvanish.com/back. If you need a VPN, there you will get 65% off your first year for only $44.99. You can have one of the best VPNs on the market. So make sure you guys are checking them out, as well as the rest of the Prediction Network and all their great shows across a bunch of different esports. We'll be back next week with who won the Phase 2 playoffs. Hopefully we don't have a sad BaRRa episode, like if you guys lose in the finals, because you get unlucky, of course. You know, like that'd be the only reason.
Yeah.
That would be a little bit unfortunate for the podcast.
I mean, the only way we lose is if we get unlucky, or if we make mistakes. It's never the enemy team playing well.
Oh, okay.
It's just us.
Okay.
Making
All right.
mistakes. Great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Yeah.
Then we'll keep that in mind. So we'll be back next week, talk about who won Phase 2 playoffs. Until then, we will see you later. BaRRa, do the thing.
Bye.